Scorpios, hi, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started for Scorpios. What do you need to know? What's coming up in your life? Any advice is always welcome from the universe, please. Scorpios. Please, universe. What do Scorpios need to know? May be on guard for or aware of for our Scorpios. Okay? Oh. I always lay the cards down in the same order that they come out of the deck. This is a general reading that will not resonate with everyone. You can take from it what you will, or check your moon sign, which is your private and emotional self, or get a private reading from somebody that you trust. As a matter of fact, I am running a two-part reading, private reading special. It's a video sent to your email until February 15th. All cards are male or female. Okay, so we have cards left for the second part of the reading, and the overall energy is communication, communication, communication. The Eight of Wands. And forth. Now, let's find out what this is all about. Up here in your highest energy is the Nine of Pentacles. So this tells me that you are very secure. You're very stable. You're very self-confident in just being you and being single. Okay? There's going to be a lot of conversation going on here. And I'm still going to find out why. What's going on here? Maybe you'll meet somebody online or something. I got the Four of Cups next to the Nine of Pentacles and right above the Eight of Wands. Oh, somebody's trying to come in. So, someone's trying to make you a love offer, but it feels like there's a lot of talking going on, not a lot of action. Because you're not reaching for the cup. You're more looking at these other cups, just kind of gazing at them like, I know there's more out there. And you're confident enough to know that you don't have to accept any cup that comes your way. But whoever this is, you do have conversations with, if this is your reading. I have the Justice card on the other side of the Four of Cups. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or around this reading. But there you are. It's all because you have your sword up in self-protection. And you're trying to stay balanced because you're a very balanced, grounded person. And you don't want to upset that balance that you have. So in moving forth, you are seeking truth and you're seeking clarity. So this could be all about this conversation. Not accepting this cup until you know a whole lot more about whoever it is that's trying to offer this to you. I have the High Priestess right under the Nine of Pentacles and right besides the Eight of Wands. Wow, this is a card of intuition and knowing. So, follow your intuitions. Trust and believe in yourself, which you already do, but I think you are following them. And pay attention to the red flags and the green flags. And I think that's what all this conversation is about, is so that you can get to know them. Insight. On the other side, the High Priestess here, and on the other side of the overall energy of the Eight of Wands is the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is under the Justice card. And in this card, you're holding onto a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. With one hand, and you're looking out over the world. I'm going to show you there's 3 ships out there, and it's like waiting for your ship to come in. You've got your sword up. You're trying to stay balanced. You want to make darn sure, if you accept a love offer, that you want to try to make sure that this is your ship. That's what you're looking for. So, conversation is so important here for you to make your decisions if you want to move forward in love. I have the Eight of Pentacles under the High Priestess. Yeah, you're focused on your futures. Look at all the pentacles. You've got 9 pentacles there. This is the Eight of Pentacles. And you've done it all yourself. It's like, you're focused on your future. You want to have a partnership with somebody. And you're just focused. You're focused on maybe even you want to be a power couple with someone. If not a power couple, you want to be a partner, and you want to have the same goals, and you want to be able to equally work towards reaching goals in life. The future. Next to the Eight of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles. All the cards are male or female, and all the kings and queens are very mature-minded. And then I have the King of Pentacles here, and this is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And, the Nine of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn too. But this is about really concentrating on the Pentacles again. Very mature. Really, really focusing on the future. Sorry, frog in the throat here from talking. But the King of Pentacles, just very patient. You will wait for the right pentacle to come along. And through this conversation that you're having, this surrounds the entire reading. You are trying to figure out if they are available, if they're committable, and if they have pentacles to offer, if they can work as a partner in moving forward through life. Do they want the same things? I have the Five of Pentacles next to the King of Pentacles, and also under the Three of Wands. And waiting for your ship to come in. You've been either abandoned, rejected, or ghosted, maybe. Felt alone, been left alone in a relationship before. And this is something that, you become balanced over. You've got your sword up, and you're trying to protect yourself from, because you're very balanced. You are very grounded, and you want to stay that way. Wow. Okay, so Scorpios, what else is it that we need to know? Scorpios. Need a couple more cards here for this reading, please. Here we go. In the order. Okay. So I have the Page of Cups next to the Justice card. This is what you're trying to protect yourself from, is like a cup half full of love, okay? There's a fish in the cup. How can it hold a whole cup of love? And this is also immature energy, because it's the Page of Cups. So this is what you're trying to stay balanced from. This is what all this conversation is about. You're trying to figure out, do they have the cup that you're looking for? Is it your ship that's coming in, or is this another half-hearted love offer? Next to the Page of Cups is the Hierophant. This is the card for Taurus. Taurus might be strong in someone's chart here around this reading. But with the Hierophant, this is very spiritual. It's about traditional values, traditional morals. It's about being grounded, secure, stable. It's a very spiritual card for marriage, actually, and commitment. So, are they marriage material? You're going to find out. You're using your strength and your courage in order to figure this out. So there's the infinity symbol with the strength card. This card says you will know what to do, and you will find the strength and the courage to do it. This is the card for Leo, by the way, so Leo might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. You're being very strong. And you're going to know when the right person comes along whether or not to move forward with them. I have the King of Wands under the Page of Cups and next to the Three of Wands. So there you are. This is fire, actually. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That might be strong in someone's chart here. And there's Leo over here. But you're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, and your other hand's on your hip, and it's like you're ready. You want to. You're ready to move forward. If the right offer comes in, and that's what you're searching for, the right offer. It's next to the Four of Swords. You've done your healing. You've done a lot of healing. This is very spiritual again, right under the Hierophant. You've been married before too, or in a committed relationship that might have fallen apart. There's stained glass windows, so it's very spiritual. And it's like you spent a lot of time alone, either meditating, praying, or just soul searching, seeking answers from the universe. And so you're letting these swords of truth and clarity come to you in your quiet times. And so you have an understanding of what it is that you want, and maybe about the decisions you've made in the past, so that you can move forward this time and without making mistakes. Because like I say, you want to stay balanced here. You don't want to end up, having to find somebody else to move forward with, someone who's committed, someone who's grounded. But there is an offer here that you're entertaining. It's like you're trying to get to know this person better before reaching for it. Do they have a fish in the cup? You need to know that. I have the Chariot next to the Four of Swords, and right under the Strength card, you will be moving forward. You are moving forward. This, snapping those reins with the Chariot, you can move pretty darn fast. This is the card for Cancer, so Cancer might be strong in someone's chart around this reading. So you're going to know, and you're going to have the strength and the courage to know when to move forward with someone. I have the Four of Pentacles under the King of Wands and next to the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I do feel like you stayed in this place of kind of loneliness, singleness. You are self-confident and self-assured, and you have it all together. But I think that you're ready because I do think you spent quite a bit of time on your own, being weighed down by the Pentacles, actually. I think you're in the mood that you want to share and, build more, just do something with your Pentacles. Because you're really focused on them. You really want a partner in life. I have the Knight of Cups next to the Four of Pentacles and under the Four of Swords. And here's that offer coming in. Okay, this is telling me that this is probably a sincere love offer. Because the Knight of Cups, look, nothing's in that cup. You're wondering what kind of cup that is? I think this is a sincere love offer. So whether or not it works out, they come in sincere. I have the Eight of Cups next to the Knight of Cups and under the Chariot. So this is turning your back on prior love relationships. So there has been, other relationships that you need to, it feels like this is advice. It feels like you need to let the past get behind you so that you can move forward. And there's a big mountain there. And I feel like this offer that's coming in for you is because you are able to put the past behind you. And it comes through a lot of healing, I'm telling you, a lot of deep healing. And it takes a lot of strength and courage here to know and take your time to get to know somebody on whether or not they are sincere. And I think you're going to find out they are sincere. I'm going to take out a couple of cards from another deck here, just to clarify this reading, just to see what else there is that we might need to. Oops, there's one, there's the other one. King of Cups, Scorpio, and the Page of Wands. All right. These are the two cards that came out. Aren't they beautiful? So the King of Cups, you have a huge cup of love you're ready to share. You want to share it with someone, male or female. Very, very mature thinking. And you have a huge heart. Look how that cup is just glowing. I mean, you have this huge cup of love. This is Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces energy. This is your reading, Scorpio. And this is you. This is your cup. So you do have the love you could share, but with the right person. I have the Page of Wands right next to the King of Cups. And with the Page of Wands, this is like making a stance for yourself. The Page of Wands, you're holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, but there's things that brew, and it comes from the bottom of your feet, and it brews till it comes out your mouth. And it is about making either a declaration to yourself or just letting the questions come out. Letting the statements come out about what you are looking for, what they are looking for. You're really taking charge of yourself here in your life and your decisions as we go along. So, wow, Scorpios. There is a sincere love offer coming in. You're going to be very careful to make sure that it is sincere. Now, with all these cups being presented here, I got 3 of them, you do need the conversations because you might have to sift through more than one offer in order to find the right one. And there is a right one coming in with that Knight of Cups. Now, I'm going to pull out an angel card. Let's see what your guardian angels and spirit guides have to say about this reading. Scorpios, please. You got a card? It's the 6 of emotions. So I'm going to read it to you. Memories can fill your heart with emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. Learn how to have fun again. This sincere love offer coming in, you may have known them before. I have no other cards here that say that you did. So I really, for most of you, I don't think that you did. So you take from these cards, these angel cards, what we will. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance Tarot, and I want to thank guardian angels and spirit guides for helping me to deliver this message.